Good evening. I'd like to call the Monday, December 8th, 2025 regularly scheduled board meeting for Lorain City Schools to order. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Ferguson.
Here.
Mrs. Washington.
Present.
Dr. Ballard.
Here.
Mrs. Nazario.
Here.
Mr. Sturgill.
Here.
And I would like to invite Mr. Michael Scott to introduce our pledge speakers. And for those of you who didn't see Michael over the weekend, Michael was recognized by the Browns as being a champion for attendance. And as a result, he got a couple of tickets to the Super Bowl. So be nice to him. Yeah. Well deserved.
Yeah, that was a product
of
of,
being there than the
I got to
Browns.
tell the story, right? Oftentimes we get to tell the story of great things that are happening, great efforts that are happening, and thankful to the Stay in the Game Network and the Cleveland Browns for encouraging our students to come to school every day and encouraging us to do the incentives and to make sure our environment's right. So that was a great opportunity to speak on a panel a couple weeks ago and share that story, and because of that, some good things happened. So thank you. But without further ado, we're going to move on to the real important stuff, which is introducing Ms. Amanda Ward from Helen Steiner Rice. And one of the things that we often talk about regarding Helen Steiner Rice is how they work on creating a culture and climate in which students can be their authentic selves and everyone has a sense of belonging through team and just a family-oriented place. So without further ado,
And real quick, if you have cameras, please feel free, come on up. Make yourselves at home.
Behind us.
Yeah, come on wherever you want to be.
Thank you for the introduction. We will start with the introduction of our students and leading the pledge, and then I will provide you with a quick update on things going on at Helen Steiner Rice. So if you could join us for the pledge, we have Cairo Tolles in the 3rd grade, Hadi Elise Fontanez, also 3rd grade, Bastian Hernandez, Aiden Mediavica, and Riley Noble lead us with the pledge tonight. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nice job. You guys
Aiden?
nailed it.
Yeah, thank you. Bastian? Riley?
Sporadically.
Hadi Elise? And Cairo.
Nice job.
So at Helen Steiner Rice, we continue to focus on building a positive school culture where students feel welcome, supported, and excited to come to school each day. December is a very busy month for all of us, but our students and staff have shown incredible energy and engagement so far. This month, we launched our Gingerbread Attendance Challenge. In the front office, you'll see that it encourages students to be at school on time, all day, and every day. Each day a student attends, their class percentage gets to move 1 step if they have 95% attendance as the class, and 2 steps on the board if they have 100% attendance. So far, we have Mrs. Duziak's class of 3rd graders in the lead. They are working together as a class towards earning fun incentives. The challenge has created a lot of enthusiasm, and we're already seeing improved daily attendance rates compared to this time last year. Our staff has done a wonderful job reinforcing routines, communicating with families, and celebrating small wins. We know attendance is directly tied to academic success, and while we still have a lot of work to do, we are encouraged by the growth we are seeing and the participation we have from our families. Overall, thanks to all of our families at Helen Steiner Rice and students and staff for making it the place it is every day. Thank you.
Nice, thank you. And I would like to thank Ms. Ward, but I'd also like to cheer on our Helen Steiner Rice students. You represented well. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. You want to do separate?
I think we got to take pictures.
First, all right. Can we get families and students up here for pictures? Come on, Mr. Evans. Smile big, Helen Steiner Rice on 3. 1, 2, great. Smile big. Okay, roll. There we go. Nice job. And as you can see, we have another crowd of students in the audience that deserve to be cheered for, and I'm going to defer to Mr. Ross May.
All right, thank you. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Mike, I'm going to put up on Apple TV here.
All right, while he's loading, real quick, we did a great job of bringing back the arts, something that didn't exist in this district for a lot of years. And when we surveyed our families, the number one art they wanted was dance. And it's gone incredibly well, very well attended, and quality stuff. So just want to thank Ross for his leadership on that, but more importantly, I'd like to thank you for making it yours and represent us well.
Yep, so the timing on this couldn't be better. 2 weeks ago, members of our Titans Dance Company they didn't have the opportunity, they earned the opportunity to perform at Playhouse Square to a sold-out theater amongst some of the best students in private dance clubs. There were 2 colleges there and some other high schools as well. You had to audition to get into and be accepted to participate in the full day of master classes and then perform in the evening. And these weren't just giveaway tickets. You had to buy tickets. The theater was sold out. So we want to do just a brief kind of just synopsis of what's been happening with dance, and then members of our company are going to come up and just talk about that experience and what dance means to them. And their teacher, Miss Haney, is deathly ill and not able to be here tonight. So she just sent me a few things that she would have shared before the students talk with you. So I'll share some of these items here for you first. So just some of the performance opportunities that we have just built into the school year, our arts festival in the spring. They just did, and you can see their teachers, the Nut Cracked, our first ever performance with the middle school dance students as well. And then each of the last 2 years, they auditioned for and were accepted into Cleveland Dance Festival to be able to perform. And the members of the company, they were actually the largest ensemble that was there as well. So we've got a short video clip that you're not allowed to share. And so we'll watch just a little bit of this and then a couple of other highlights that I think are really important here as well. Full performance in February when Cleveland Dance releases the full performances. And a couple of other highlights I think they're extremely important to note. We are literally the only school district in Ohio that has a comprehensive program from elementary through into high school where dance is offered in all of our schools. And as part of that, we've had a number of groups reach out to us to work with us. So, for example, last school year, we had Lloyd Knight, who is the preeminent modern dancer in the country right now, come and do master classes with our students. And you can see, we'll share the video, you can see some of the highlights from that. Inlet Dance Theater, which is another professional group, did a residency with our students last year. 4-day residency, is that right? 3 days? 4 days. Where they went to Lorain County Community College to work with their professionals. They're reaching out to us to work with us because very few other schools have what we have, let alone at a district level. This fall, Diane McIntyre came. She is one of the most awarded choreographers in the world. She choreographs for Broadway. She choreographs for London's West End. She has worked with the best dancers for the last 50 years. Her bio is incredible, but she was here last month. Is that right? So the students will put into their own words for you just what dance means to them. And so what I'd like to do is welcome some of the members of our company up, and they're going to talk with you just about some of what the performance opportunity at Playhouse Square meant to them, what dance means to them, why they're in company. So we've got Mia Nicole De Jesus Medina, Jahari Jackson, Kirsten Randall, Sophia Rivera, Jalexis Torres, Gracie Hill, Adriana Mauricio, Elena Warren, Bella Soto, Amina Marshall, Desire Hill, Dariana Shorts, and Tina Marie Bell. You guys mind coming up and talking about, what dance means to you? And if you want to just kind of maybe come over here and you can pass the microphone. Yep.
So
It's on. It's more actually for YouTube and just a little bit in here. So yep, it's on. Yep, you're good.
wait, what was the question again?
So
I'm a little nervous.
so yeah,
That's
talk
all
about what. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, what performing at Playhouse Square, just that whole opportunity and what that meant to you guys, and then what being in company means to you, and just being part of the dance courses as well.
So what Playhouse Square meant to me, it gave me a opportunity to experience it's not competition, but like I got to see other dancers, beautiful dancers, and I got to see different types of different types of dancing. We seen hip hop, we seen contemporary, we seen ballet. We also seen like some type of, it was like African. Yeah, Indian. It was like an Indian dance. Yeah. But it just basically opened doors for me. So dance to me is like really, it helped me through mentally a lot, cause I'm a type of person to not express to people how I feel, and I use dance as a way to express how I'm feeling with my movement, with every every step I take, whatever movement I'm doing, I add expression. I use dance as a meaningful way, and what it feels to be what it feels to be a Titan dance is I get to meet all these wonderful, beautiful ladies and make new bonds. It helped me get to know all these people and their dancing styles, because we all have different dancing styles, and that's what makes me unique as a whole group. So I really appreciate dance.
Dancing at Playhouse meant a lot to me because I got to, feel like I was in an actual, it was like a really big event to me. It felt like I could be seen by other people and just express myself to anybody. Yeah, anyone and anyone, not just the people at my school. And I really loved the classes. We got to learn multiple different moves. I don't remember what it was called, but what was it? There was this one move that we did that we really liked, and we had added it to our nutcrack dance actually. It was a move that we learned at the masterclass with the lady that had came recently actually. But it just gave me a lot of new experiences and new things to do, and just a new way to express myself, ways that I didn't think of expressing myself. And what's it like to be a dance member? A Titan senior. It means I wouldn't say it's intense, but it makes me ambitious. It makes me want to try. It makes me want to put myself out there without being afraid. It gave me like a new type of confidence, because I really struggled to express myself to people. Like Mia said, I really struggled to like be open and out there, and like just being here a second year, like I feel really welcomed by everybody. Miss Haney had always been very nice to us, and had always like been really kind, and yeah, I really enjoyed being in dance.
What playing a Playhouse Square means to me would be performing with all of these amazing girls that I get to perform with, and having the chance to perform at a sold-out theater and have everyone come watch us. I would say, what does it mean to be a Titan dancer? I would say having the capability of watching and learning new things that we can learn and perform and make into our own dance, and have an incredible bond with all of these people that I get to spend time and practice with. And I would say that Haney is a very good coach to us. She helps us through a lot. She pushes us to be better, and in the end, it does make us better.
Okay. I think playing. Oh. Wait. Okay. Dancing at Playhouse, I feel like was a very big opportunity for all of us. I feel like it was a good experience to know how it's gonna feel in the future if you decide to pursue dance. I feel like it's like just it's good to have good opportunities like that and stuff. And then having Miss Haney by her side helped a lot. And like being in dance, it helps you find new connections and new family. And I feel like it's just a really great opportunity, and like everybody should take that chance of learning something new and being able to have a way to express how you feel. Like this is just, it's great, guys. Do dance.
Dancing at Playhouse Square was like a big deal, and especially it's my first year with this beautiful dance company, and it just opened up a lot of opportunities for me, and it's literally one of my main reasons why I want to go to school and why I want to go to class and pass on my stuff to make sure that I have to dance and everything. And Playhouse was a big opportunity, and like me being only 15 that's like a huge opportunity for me being so young. And I just feel like everything in dance, like it's you gotta wake up and you gotta want to do it. And like Mia said, you know, it's a great way to express your feelings mentally, physically, and get through it. And that's pretty much, but to be a Titan, pass all your classes and everything, and you know, dance through it and create good bonds with everybody.
Okay. So my experience at Cleveland Playhouse, I thought it was an experience of, it was a very nice experience. Seeing the diversity, the different units of dance, the the different genres of dance. It was a very great expression to see how others flow with their movement. I see dance as it's a story that you can express through trials, through tribulations. I think dance is a very beautiful fine art that should be given to everyone. I think it should be very expressed beautifully. I see it as one of the most beautiful things ever. Sorry, I'm nervous. But being at this Titan dance company, I think it's very, very beautiful. Sorry, I'm so nervous.
You're good.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
dance.
what do you want to do with dance in the future?
I do want to pursue dance in college. I do want to take it professionally. I do want to express it, show dance like worldwide. I want to teach it. I want to choreograph. And this dance is really beautiful. And I just think it's an art that's not shown much and that it should be expressed more.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mary Bell, and I've been a Titans Dance Company member for 2 years now. As you see, we have a lot of everyone who's done the whole, since middle school, and that's pretty awesome because I've never, thought of dance as a extracurricular. So, the company members have said, that is a really good way to express yourself. And it all combines different emotions and different sides that we have together. So it just makes one beautiful piece. Even through hard times, we still do things together. My experience at Playhouse Square was a big opportunity, considering I'm a junior and we do have our seniors here, so it's even bigger for them. But it really just opens up more opportunities. And it really shapes what our life could be if we do want to pursue dance further out. And the reason I do dance and what makes it important is because of Miss Haney. I really love Miss Haney. She's my favorite person in the whole wide world. And I wish she was here today because she literally loves us just as much as well. And we make her the happiest teacher ever. We're the reason she does this. Yeah. Here.
I feel like Playhouse was a really good experience. It opened a lot of doors for a lot of us girls, a lot of the college coaches who were there, talking to us all. We got to explore many different genres and many different types of dances that most of us have never experienced before. And being in the Titan Dance Company, for me, I've only been in dance for 3 months, and I've already gained so many great bonds with people. Miss Haney, one of the most supportive teachers I've ever met, and it just builds a bunch of friendships that many people would need in their life. And going to dance here is very different than my old school because they didn't have dance like a bunch of other districts don't. And I've never really saw dance as something that schools would do, and I feel like it's not appreciated enough in districts. And yeah, dance is amazing, guys.
My experience at Playhouse was very interesting, and it was amazing as to bond with such a big group of girls who give me confidence. And they're just it's just a group there that you could go to and talk anytime. Pursuing dance outside of school is definitely something I want to do. Playhouse definitely made me want to come back and work harder. Yeah.
Well, thank you. And we built really excellent momentum, and again, they were the largest ensemble there. And going into this school year, we had to redo a number of courses. Dance was part of that, because what we found is that we needed to keep up with our skill development of our dancers. So we initially had a level 1 and a level 2 class that evolved now into dance explorations, foundations, and studio dance. Next year, we'll have students that take choreography and the performer, and then we'll have a capstone after that. So we're really having to evolve quickly to keep up with the skill development as kids come out of now the middle school into the high school, and they've got several years of dance now experience, going forward. So it's really exciting.
Yep. And the skill development piece is, excuse me, obviously coming along very, very quickly, and it's one of the reasons why you've had the opportunity to meet some of the greatest of the great in the world internationally at the art. And that's because of what you've done. You've earned us a reputation about not just having a dance program, but bringing quality to it, as well as hard work. And I know that you guys were down there working out beforehand, right, doing some stuff, and Miss Sandy isn't even here, but that's just who you are, and that's why the program is what it is. And a few of you mentioned that Playhouse Square was a great opportunity, but DeRosa, you've earned it. I mean, you tried out for it, you got it, and what's kind of funny to me a little bit is you guys all said you were nervous up there, but you danced in front of thousands of people at Playhouse Square. So, yeah, either way. But I just want to thank you for what you've done, because you brought, again, another great reputation to our district, and appreciate your hard work. Now, come on up for a picture. You guys got this worked out, don't you? Appreciate it.
Thank you, ladies.
And Mr. President, if it's okay with you, I'd like to invite Debbie from OSBA to come on up.
Come on down.
We've got some deserving person at this table. Our board meetings typically aren't this crowded, so yeah.
I think every time I've been here.
Well, we celebrate.
kids.
We celebrate good kids.
I'm Debbie Melda.
Debbie, can you use the microphone? It's for the video piece.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you, but they
You can
can't at
take it
home.
down if it's easy.
I represent Keystone on the JVS board here in Lorain County. Also, I'm on the ESC board. And I am a member of the Northeastern OSBA Executive Committee. And I'm president this year. That term's almost over. But, so I get the privilege of presenting Barbie Washington with several awards tonight. Reno, our manager, could not be here. He is in Tusky Valley. They were one of the boards of distinction, so he's there giving that award tonight. He got to drive the furthest. So let's see here. There's quite a few here, Barbie. Okay. This is a service award. There are several star awards, and service is one of those. And this one. And Kathy, Violet signed it. So that might be from, sorry, might be from last year too. And I've never had this many to give at one time.
She put some time in with OSBA, yeah.
Yeah. And this is the training award. Kathy also signed this one. So she's been to a lot of seminars and webinars. Also, this is the recognition award. So the board must have sent a letter of recognition and discussed how she is committed to the board and always tried to be a model member.
She didn't ask our input.
And then this is the Roger Samuelson Award for Board Excellence. You're the first one I've given this to, so. Oh, yes. Congratulations. Also, we have, this is the award for the Northeastern Region for Board Excellence for 2025. And this, I think this best of all. Okay. This is the Master Board Member Award. And that's good for 2 or 3 years, let's see. From 2025 to 2027. This just slides on here. And if you get an award again, you would slide that one above it in that. So this is I think this is the best award. There's only like 60 in the state. So it is an honor.
I believe the first one from Lorain.
Yes, probably. Oh, okay. Thank you. Barbie, I'm sorry you're not coming back, but maybe someday. But thank you for everything. Okay. Thank you for everything you've done. And thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I love your dancing. That is just wonderful.
Another picture?
Very special. I didn't see what you were doing.
We have a granddaughter that,
Maybe have that.
of course, very impressed doesn't have dance, so they have the gym classes.
Just if she wants to have the picture.
And even our daughter-in-law then is doing tap still. She started as a mother, when the kids were in there. And now she's doing it on her own.
Brian, you want to come in? Thank you. Thank you.
She's not giving it up.
Good. Yep. So just to circle back to what Dr. Graham introduced earlier with Michael and his recognition with the Browns, we do have a short video we think encapsulates why the Browns picked him to represent us organizationally.
Happy Victory Monday to everyone in Titan Nation.
Hawthorne Elementary, you won the attendance chain challenge.
Palm and Success have won the attendance chain.
We talk about attendance all the time.
Hawthorne Elementary last week had the highest average daily attendance across the district last week. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Right now, currently, this time last year compared to last year, all of our buildings had at least a 10% decrease in chronic absenteeism for a year. It doesn't happen without personalizing the work and then having some fun too, right? So thanks to our partnership with the Stay in the Game Network and the Cleveland Browns, pre-season game, we were allotted a assortment of tickets to a game. I decided to take my 7-year-old son and my 8-year-old daughter to the game with my wife. Then we were in the team shop afterwards, and my son, I said, we're just going to look. You're not buying anything. We're just going to look. And, well, we ended up with this chain because he was like, that's so cool, Dad, right? And I got all these pictures. And as I was thinking about that, I thought, well, how many of our students in Lorain would be excited about this chain if my son? So we said, hey, let's create something called Victory Mondays. And every Monday, we have a competition between our 10 elementary schools, that's one division, and our 5 secondary schools. And the winning school that has the highest attendance for that week gets to wear the chain, and they create videos. And it started off with me just telling the community why, like making that awareness, right? This is why we're celebrating. And every Monday, getting to school is a victory, so we should celebrate that.
Fans at this time, please help me welcome to the field Michael Scott, and let's take him for all he does for his students. Now, Michael doesn't know this, but in addition to recognizing him here on the field, we also have a little surprise for you. Thanks to our Browns Give Back team, you and the guests are going to Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco!
Happy Victory Monday to everyone.
You ought to talk to the Browns about starting those Victory Mondays.
Victory Sundays.
At least we have a winner to celebrate every Monday.
That's right.
Thank you.
So, I want to say something about all the other things, if it's okay. Not that, because. But anyway, first, Mrs. Washington, thank you for your contributions as a board member over all these last few years, and even before that. Like, as a parent, community member, the things that were celebrated today have been who you have always shown yourself to be. And I think that ties into, what some of our ladies that were celebrating dance said today. Expression, being ambitious, putting oneself out there, getting out of one's comfort zone, and taking risk. So I just wanted to thank you publicly for all that you've done, because you lead by example, and I want to thank you for that. I also do want to shout out our young ladies that were in front of us. They said some words that I think we need to lift up as a community and make sure that we model and exemplify. So a couple words that came out that were thematic, I think we all should just take with us. Bond. They constantly talked about the bond that was formed amongst each other, whether they were 3 months in or coming back for a second year. The bond that was established even from middle school when they started. So that was an exciting word there. Confidence, love, all of this is hard work, right? And then they expressed the love that they had for their teacher, and in return, the love that the teacher had for them. Belonging, being seen, opportunity, and then expression. And I want to end on that opportunity one, because it is our obligation as a community and as those that serve in our various capacities to eliminate barriers and provide opportunities. So we're having a lot of difficult conversations over these last few months, and we're going to continue to have some challenging ones with regards to what we value as a district. And in those challenging conversations, I hope it can come back to the words that we heard from our students today. Lastly, that word of opportunity. And we fight. We try to figure things out. It gets messy sometimes here in Lorain. But I can say as a product of the system, the community, it isn't without opportunities that I sit here right now. So we have to figure things out. And that means that sometimes we have to have our public conversations where we don't always seem to disagree, but we figure it out And this is an important time. Going back to COVID, we said that we were going to bring in things because we had once in a lifetime opportunity to do so. And we did. And I think it's important also to not just measure that by a score on a report card that represents a given day in which a student sat down and took a test. The things that we do here in Lorain and Lorain City Schools are never measured on that report card system. And yes, we do have to show that we can compete, but when you look at what was in front of us today, you know that we can and we will. So there is a confidence that says when we're trying to uproot and change generational marginalization that we have to take risk as a community. And that's what we're going to be asking for this time moving forward. And to me, as a staff, it's also time to come together and continue to have the conversations that we need to have. And that doesn't mean we're always going to be eye to eye on how, but to be able to get in those spaces and figure it out, because we're trying to continue to provide opportunities for our students, that can't be lost. So, Board, I just want to thank you for the opportunity just to say that. And it came strictly, there was no pre-notes. That came from what our students said today. And we can do this. We can figure these things out. It's hard. There's obstacles in front of us. I think we've all been charged with having a voice, which means getting out of our comfort zone, which means we may have to go knocking on legislative doors and have the right conversations. It may be trying to figure out how do we make things happen within the community. It might be telling our story to the philanthropists that want to support, that don't know how to support. There is a way of doing this, and now is the time. So that's all.
Very good. Thank you from the heart. Time for the first hearing of the public, and I want to let you know that we are going to shortly go into an executive session, so if you've got something to say and want to get it off your chest rather than waiting till the end of the meeting, I'd strongly suggest. Okay. I will entertain a motion to approve or amend the minutes from the November 24th board meeting, reserving the right not to read them.
So moved.
Roll call, please.
Dr. Ballard.
Yes.
Mrs. Nazario.
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mrs. Washington.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
At this time, I'd entertain a motion to suspend the order.
So moved. Support.
Discussion, roll call?
Dr. Ballard.
Yes.
Mrs. Washington.
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mrs. Nazario.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
And at this time, I'd entertain a motion to go into executive session for reasons A2 and G, as listed on the agenda.
So support.
Roll call.
Mrs. Washington.
Yes.
Dr. Ballard.
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mrs. Nazario.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
I would entertain a motion to come out of executive session.
So moved. Support.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
Dr. Ballard.
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mrs. Washington. No. Mrs. Nazario.
Yes.
You can't go back into the next one. Any old business? Reports and recommendations of the treasurer.
I have items 8.01 through 8.06 for approval.
So
Mo-
moved.
Waiting on a second.
Support.
Discussion. I think this is the biggest one we've had this year, $34,000 in donations.
It's amazing.
Absolutely incredible. Thank
Yeah.
you all to our public partners. Greatly appreciated. Roll call.
Dr. Ballard.
Yes.
Mrs. Nazario.
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mrs. Washington.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
And then I have item 8.07, the President Pro Temp for the organizational meeting next month.
We'll entertain nominations for President Pro Tem for the organizational meeting.
I will nominate Mr. Sturgill. I second that.
Wouldn't he have to swear himself in, though?
Yeah, he will be sworn in on.
Yeah, I don't
the
think he can
organizational
do
meeting.
it
I don't
because
think
he's
it's
going
got,
to have to be
it's got to
sworn
be either
in
the
that
two
night.
of us. It has to be one of the two of us
Yeah.
because
It's gotta
he's a new
be.
candidate. He's got to be sworn in.
Oh, he'll be technically like Brando, yeah.
I nominate Mark Ballard.
I'll nominate Courtney Nazario.
How about that? Surprise.
Okay, we have two nominations on the floor. Incidentally, those don't require a second.
I'm gonna have to-
What's that? So your options are Courtney Nazario or Mark Ballard. Roll call, please.
Mr. Ferguson.
Mr. Ballard.
Mrs. Washington.
Yes.
No, that's not an option.
Courtney Nazario.
Dr. Ballard.
Ballard.
Mrs. Nazario.
Courtney.
Mr. Sturgill.
Courtney.
Thank
Those are all
you.
items I have.
Reports and recommendations of the superintendent.
And I would like to start with a couple of comments, and I'll keep it brief. But this very well may be the last board meeting of two of our board members, Barbie and Jay, and I just want to thank you both for your leadership. There are 1,000 different ways to be an excellent board member, and I think that our board addresses that from many different angles, and I appreciate you as a result. To Michael's point earlier, we don't always agree, but we sit down, we figure things out together, and I've said this many times, we have an amazing board. Don't do it for the money, don't do it for the glory, but to consistently make decisions that are in line with your value system, and to have a value system that is in line with good things, a focus on children, and working through other adults to make sure that children have what they need. I just want to say thank you. Wish you luck at whatever comes next. Hope you don't wander off too far. And full disclosure, both of you have volunteered to do things afterwards, and we're going to take you up on that. Yeah. So.
Jay's always, and Barbie has promised that she will still be at
Yep.
board meetings like she was before she was on the board.
Yep.
She's gonna be right there at that microphone, and she's gonna still be here.
Yep.
She's made promises to many that she will be.
And Barbie also made promises to many that she wanted to take a leadership role when it comes to volunteerism in our district. So we're going to work together very closely moving forward, and I'm excited about that. Jay still comes with academic suggestions. He's been doing this for a couple of years now and knows his way around a math problem or two. He tutors all of our kids, but he also has some high-level recommendations that we're going to work through together. And just, again, appreciate the ideas, appreciate the leadership, and appreciate working together, even though we clearly don't always agree. But at the end of the day, we get to the right place.
Can I ask a quick question?
Mhm.
As a volunteer person, do you get to call for executive sessions by any chance?
You could, but no one will attend.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Okay, thank you.
I would like the board to consider for approval items 9.01 to 9.05, personnel matters.
Support. So move. So move. I said both. Support. But I'm going to move it first.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Washington.
Yes.
Mrs. Nazario.
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Dr. Ballard.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
And before I get to the next one, I want to elaborate on 10.06. Actually, I read the contract one way, Barbie read it another way, and when we called Drew, we realized it was because it was written both ways within the contract. So it's been clarified. And to be clear, we have Chromebooks for our virtual academy that are Chromebooks that have the hotspot built in, so they have connect to the internet. We have 100 of them, and it's a 36-month contract for $90,000. It works out to be a little over $23 a month for the internet, and the computers themselves are free. So again, it was an opportunity for us because they get subsidized by the government, so it was a big win for us in terms of supplying a new program in our district for the cost of $23 a student. So I would like the board to consider for approval 10.01 to 10.08 operations matters.
So moved. Support.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Dr. Ballard.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mrs. Washington.
I got my calculator out. Am I still not understanding this?
It's for 3 years, so it's $23 a month per computer. So it'll be 23, I think 45. Yep, times 100 times 12, and it's just shy of $30,000. When they put the fees on top, I think it's $90,600 total for the 3 years.
Always got a tip.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Nazario.
Yes.
Anything else?
That's all I have.
Thank you. Any new business? Under committee reports, requests from board members, I would like to propose a resolution to reemploy Superintendent Dr. Jeff Graham to the same position following his retirement and to approve his contract of employment, which will run through 2028.
I believe that's what it landed to, yes.
Okay.
Which is the remainder of my current contract.
Right.
And
So
to be
it's-
clear to the community, I did not, this will cost the taxpayers, the district, no additional funds. We agreed that I will forego my severance until I leave for the last time, so there's no cost there. And to be clear, the contract kind of referenced ODE things a couple of times, because when I came back to the district, it was as the CEO, right? And I worked for technically the Department of Education. So there's some verbiage in there. To be clear, my salary will stay the same as it was on the last one, or it is currently. So it speaks to bonuses, but I will not get any bonuses. I waived those 3 or 4 years ago.
Correct.
So, do we need to vote as amended since it's in here?
Yes, and then
Yes.
we'll make sure it gets typed up the right way, and as long as we qualified it on record, we should be good.
That's why.
Thank you.
I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Support?
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Dr. Ballard.
Yes.
Mrs. Nazario. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Mrs. Washington.
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mrs. Nazario.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
No, thank you. I think this is the 3rd time I've been hired by the district, so I appreciate your continued support.
Let's not talk about when you leave the last time. When you leave the next time and then come back and please.
Well, you guys ran me out.
We just,
You chose
You're not
to
going
leave this
anywhere.
time, though.
What's that?
You chose to leave this time.
No, I'm staying
Well, you chose to leave and then
for a day.
come back.
I get 1 day off.
second hearing of the public. Public?
Hello. My name is Sonia Rodriguez. I am a Lorain City School teacher. And I am just up here in regards to 902, approval of salary adjustment. I received an email and my
Oh,
salary
gotcha.
was not adjusted because of university that I attended. I noticed that there were some that were approved. And so that was just my concern. Prior to all of that, I did look on the state website. It said everything after October 10th, or October 11th, I believe, or 10th, and we received the email on October 11th. But we had to have all of our stuff in October 1st. So I was just kind of wondering why our stuff wasn't approved, because it was prior to that deadline. So I was just looking at it, and I was actually surprised that there were some approved from other colleges. But, you know, when we were talking about being a product, I am a product of Lorain City Schools, born and raised. You know, I just want to be valued, I want to be heard, and I want to be supported as a teacher. Oftentimes I don't feel like we are, and this is a time that I don't feel like we are. You know, I took the classes, I attended what I was supposed to, and when I had discussed it to other people, they had their concern as well. So I'm not sure, you know, what's going on. I understand that, you know, they're looking at it. You know, some of us are under the impression that, you know, we're going to get it in November. I contacted them, and they just said, oh, we're just running, you know, a little behind. We had a lot going on. Not one time did they say it was going to be on hold, you know. And then we get this email, kind of blindsided, that, oh, now we're looking at it. We're going to hold it. So again, I was in the impression that they're going to hold everybody's, and then I see that we got 19 approved today. So I just want to make it fair, you know, that I understand that, you know, some were not at the college that we attended. I understand that. If I would have known this prior, years ago when I started it, would I ever done it? No, I wouldn't have. So I did do it. I took my classes while both of my parents were on their deathbeds. Sorry, I don't want to cry. But, you know, I did the classes. I did what I was supposed to do, and that's unfair to me. You know, I'm sorry I didn't mean to cry, but my dad was on his deathbed. I did those classes. I watched the videos. I took the notes. My mom was on her deathbed. I had 2 parents die within a year of each other. Unfortunately, I didn't finish it 3 years ago, but I did finish it prior to October 10th. And I just feel like this is unfair to me. I know you guys might think it's just money, but I worked. I worked my butt off, you know, again, as a product of the Lorain City Schools. You know, I was the first generation in my family, my household, to go to college, to finish college. You know, nobody did that for me. I'm sorry, I'm not usually a crier, but I'm upset about this. I'm upset because when I talk to someone and they don't really back me up on this, it's upsetting. And I just want to know, you know, why. That's my only concern. You know, I'm not usually like this. I don't come, I don't try to complain, but I just want to know why that is. And I feel like this is unfair. And, you know, I feel like I'm not the only one in this predicament, and I understand nobody else is here. I'm not trying to complain. I just want to know why. I want to know why this wasn't taken care of 2 months ago when they received it, and then we're blindsided when we're under the impression that we were going to get that reimbursement, and then we're blindsided and said, no, now you're not going to get it. So that's just my concern. You know, again, I've talked to people. I just, you know, I went on the state website. I highlighted it. I know what they say. I went on the Albion website. It said that they were accredited. You know, again, I did what I was supposed to do. Everything in my contract, I did what I was supposed to do. I turned it in on time. And now they're like, now we have to look at it. You have to wait even longer. So I just feel like it's unfair. So that was my concern. I just want to address it. I'm sorry I didn't mean to come
No,
up
and I'm
here
sorry.
crying.
And we,
And, you know,
and we typically don't respond and have dialogue, but if you don't mind, can I speak to this a little
Sure.
bit? It's in Idaho State, is that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Idaho
okay.
State
There are 2 different colleges, and this is not an internal decision.
Correct.
There are 2 different colleges where ODE said we cannot give credit. So we're trying to learn what we can give credit for. And right now, and I talked to Faith about this day before yesterday, and she's got hundreds of pages to sift through, because whatever we do, we have to justify through what Ohio State determined, not through our lens or our contract.
Yes, and I
And then,
understand that, and-
but if we don't, we won't pass an audit.
Correct, and I
So, yeah.
understand that.
But I'm so sorry for,
No, no, no.
I don't want you to feel
it's okay. And
disrespected
again,
for
I
it.
didn't
No,
mean
no.
to cry because
No, no.
It's just concerning. Like I said, I've been through a lot, you know, with both of my parents. And like I said, I was sitting there doing my, you know, doing that. And so that's what's disheartening to me, because I would have done it somewhere else if I would have known that. And then now it's like, oh, no, now you're going to get it. And, you know, do I
And when did
feel
we find out,
valued?
Carol?
Do I feel
November?
heard? Do I feel supported?
Oh.
No.
12, okay.
Yeah, October 12th. I turned in my stuff October 1st
Mm-hmm.
when we were all supposed to have it. I don't know who everybody else did, but that's what it states in our contract. Turn it in on this time. So they had it prior to that deadline, prior to October 12th or October 11th. They had our paperwork. So that's what I didn't understand, why it wasn't approved. I understand you have to sift through everything and do that, but we had it in prior to that date that you guys received the email from the state. So that was just my concern,
that's a
you know?
Gotcha.
Just like these other people, I'm sure they had it in prior to that. And of course, they might go to a different college. I understand that. But why wasn't ours approved?
And that was why, because OD said we couldn't. Until we, do you have any more to add to that? Is there any updates? And I apologize if that's okay. Is that okay?
No,
Okay,
no,
thank you.
I'm-
Yeah. And I'm sorry for you feeling disrespected. That was
No,
never
I just-
anyone's intent.
I just wanted to know, you know,
Sure.
like I
No,
said,
let's-
I've questioned, I've asked people, and, you know, like, I keep getting different things, and I don't feel like anybody's on our side as an educator, as a teacher. Nobody's on our side. They're not. They're like, this is what they said, and this is what you have to listen to. And I'm like, okay, well then maybe I need to go up there, ask the question for myself, and for the 50 teachers or whatever that aren't here, you know, that are in the same boat as I am.
Absolutely. No, I can understand your frustration with the process, and we are also frustrated as well. Coming from the state to tell us this, we have folks that have taken classes in the past, folks that are taking classes currently that are in exactly that boat. We are asking for a legal opinion from Eric Johnson from
Weston Hurd.
Thank you, Weston and Hurd law firm, because the concern is also how much credit can we give, how far back can we go, and like going forward. So we have some questions about the dynamics of how and what we can pay. So that what we want to avoid is not jumping the gun and paying and then having to get a guidance or a legal opinion that says we need to pull money back. That is something we do not want to do. We want to make sure that we do it right the first time and we're not pulling back money from folks. We've never
yeah.
had anything like this happen in my career since I've been in the district.
OD is saying that
It's
they're
a
gonna
lot of these
deeper and take that
classes
away
that are advanced.
in terms of
But we're hoping, right now, we don't have a yes,
October
you know, or
12th,
no answer. We're not saying no. We're just trying to find out those details
Everybody
on
wants.
how we can make the payment and what payment we should be making. So we just appreciate your patience. I know it's just absolutely frustrating, heartbreaking right around the holidays. But as soon as we get guidance, we'll be making adjustments.
Retroactively.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, this is retroactive to the first of the school year.
I just, that's,
But I did hear the state is looking to go deeper back into this.
Yeah,
So,
that's,
yeah.
so,
so.
yeah, on the grapevine is that they're looking to go back possibly, and that's also a concern for us as a district as well, as we are audited yearly. I know Tia and Julie know much more about that than I do, but, you know, this all goes back to audit and making sure that we're paying things right and paying things right the first time. And
Yep, but to your point, you did the work, everything you did was consistent with the expectations we set out. The state changed the rules.
Yeah.
After the
but we can
game
still
was
sit down and
over,
talk
no?
about stuff.
well, sorry.
Yeah,
Well, the state changed the rules after the game was over.
after she,
Absolutely,
that's correct.
yes.
I mean, you can't break a law that didn't exist until the future, right? I guess what I'm hearing is that October 12th was the first time anyone heard that there was a problem, and you had completed your work in good faith.
Yep.
I mean, so I understand, and it sounds like we, the education community, have an issue with Columbus and their time, and you are the victim as a result.
Yes.
And I certainly, hope that we can get this resolved in a fair and prompt manner.
Yes, and that's why we've reached out to Western Herd. They specialize in education law, and are very familiar with this and are doing, some serious research on it. They're well respected.
The mere fact they didn't know the answer off the top of their head is what concerns me candidly. But to Jay's point, I think there are a lot of fair ways around this. I don't know what that is necessarily. But the difficulty that we have, and I've shared this before, so I apologize to those who've heard me say it, in the private sector, they can do anything that the law doesn't prohibit them from doing. With schools, we can only do what the law specifically says we can do, and no DE has to prove these things. So if we were to pay and get audited, we would lose. So, and we'd be forced to go back and get the money. So give us a chance to hear back from Eric. If the answer is you don't qualify, then let's sit down and talk about something that makes some sense.
And I'm
Yeah.
sure you're not the only teacher in the state of Ohio in this boat.
I think
Have
there's
you
18 in the district, correct?
Have you contacted the OEA?
I have
on-
not, I've contacted our union and, and then I'm just getting like this is what they're doing because of this, and I'm like, I understand that, but our stuff was due October 1st, but how come we didn't know about this back in
Well,
October?
that's what I say. They
called
passed a
down-
law, and you find out you
Right.
broke it.
Just a week ago, I called HR multiple times, like, I was just wondering if we're gonna receive, because previous years we've received it on this certain date. Oh, we're just running behind, that's all I've gotten. And then I get this email blindsided, and I'm like, some of us are looking forward to that. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie, we
sure.
are looking forward to the holidays, we're looking
Sure.
forward to that. And then when you get an email saying, oh, now we're gonna, and then when you find out, oh, and the board today, there's gonna be a 19 approved, like, wow, I just got slapped in my face. You know,
No,
that's how I
and the
feel,
approvals
like-
weren't to do anything other than, there's nothing that holding them back. So we have to pay them. We cannot pay you until we get permission.
Yeah, and I think you have some misplaced anger here in terms of the state of Ohio has made you a victim. And I'm going to suggest honestly that you reach out to your state association, because if there's 18 people in Lorain schools that are in, how many statewide are there? And I mean, I don't know that process. It's been a while since I was in the LEA, but it sounds like you have more than a localized issue. You have a statewide issue. And for
So, question, something you said, Jay. You can't break a law if there's not one, or a rule if there's not
Right.
one. So, if she turned her stuff in October 1st, deadline was, I'm leaving soon, so you guys don't even get to kick me off. And it was due October 10th, and you didn't find out till October 12th, then you wouldn't have broken a rule if you paid her when she's supposed to be
well,
paid. And this is like in 3 or 4
it's-
days or something.
the email from the state said, hold the phone, we're not accepting this.
But if we sent it on the 10th or the 1st.
I understand your logic, and I agree with it completely. However,
Yeah.
that's why I was surprised our attorney didn't give us a quick answer. Yeah, they represent many, many school districts. They're all dealing with this. That's why I was surprised he couldn't just give us an answer immediately.
But we're like, so that makes sense a little bit, right? It may be some of our world, not mine.
Yeah.
If you're waiting for money, I don't care if you get $500,000 a year, and you are supposed to get $3.17, and you followed all the rules, and nobody said don't pay them when I handed in my paper, there's no law, then why aren't you giving me my $3.17 on October 10th or 11th or whatever, until they say stop?
Well, we can, but once they say stop, to Carol's point, by rule, we would have to go back after that money. We would have to go back and collect it. We would not, the auditor would not accept that we paid somebody who was not allowed to be paid. There are other ways to accomplish what you're saying. I'm just saying, just to say, go ahead and pay, may not be the best solution. Is not the best solution, in my opinion.
She'll take $3 out of her check every week to pay it back if she has to, but she really wants her money right now.
Understood.
Right? See, she really
Yeah.
wants her money. Pay her. I'd make a motion to pay her and the rest of her colleagues, and I have a phone number for you to call. I know this is in Elyria. I mean, they're really moving and shaking and grievancing and all this other stuff. I'm on both sides. I'm on that side of the podium tonight. So take this number and hopefully he'll be able to help you. He's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
I won't look at it.
You already know it.
Listen, but I didn't even look.
It's Domino's. Pizza makes everything feel better.
No, it's Dan Falk. He's pretty amazing.
He is.
And he's the vice
Yep.
president now of the union.
No, we tried to bring him back. I think he left when I left. Yeah. Oh, did you?
Parliament.
Oh.
Barbie is out of control.
Gotcha.
Hello, guys.
Nice kicks.
All right. Lindsay Larisha, teacher at Helen Steiner Rice. Also,
You definitely played the part of Candy Cane
so
Day.
today
I love
was
it.
Spirit Day, Candy Cane Day. So I do not normally have
perfect.
fun, but- oh, they're my Hey Dudes for $30 on Cyber Monday. So just so you guys know. But just a couple things. One, to kind of piggyback off Sonia. Her and I talked a lot about this because there are a lot of people in the same boat. I think part of the frustration is just the clarity of it. You know, when you go online, there are certain things that say they won't be using it for licensure renewal, and that's not what she's using it for. It's for a bracket change. So I think part of it is, you know, we're thinking, oh, we're in the clear, everything's good, and then we get, we in general, it's not me part of it, but we get an email saying, nope, this is going to be on hold. So part of it is, if you guys in general would have explained that a little bit better in the emails that were sent out to people, I think people wouldn't have freaked out as much. They sure would freak out still, but not as much, understanding that, okay, there's a lot of legal things going on. If you did it for a bracket change, there's still a chance that it could be approved. I think just the not hearing anything other than you're on hold is just really scary for people. So just the transparency and just, you know, having that open communication and dialogue might have been a little bit easier for the 19 people who are going through Idaho University or whatever. A second thing is question, if you guys can't reply back, I get it, but when we're getting quotes for certain things done around the buildings, do you guys just go with one quote, or do you guys get like, you know, 3 quotes and go with the cheapest person, or can you explain what that process looks like around some of these things that are being done to the buildings? If you're
It's
allowed to
probably
say.
more than a conversation at a board meeting, but you and I can sit down and I'll walk you through all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because I know some of these, like the T-Mobile thing, when I first saw it, I was like, what? Oh my God. And then you explained
Mhm.
it, and I was like, okay, that doesn't seem so crazy. So again, I know
Sure.
people look at this and they're just like, what are we spending $10,000 or $3,000? If it was explained a little bit more like, hey, we got quotes from so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so, it might make sense, the one that you chose. Just clarity, you know, open transparency. And then the third thing, the ladies who talked about the dance program, the Titan Dance Company, they were phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I hope that as we're thinking about, you know, where are we gonna cut money from, I really hope that the arts are not one of them. I know growing up, I went through all Lorain City schools. Every single one of my buildings is now knocked down, which is really sad, but that was one of my favorite things. Like, we had dance classes, we learned how to square dance, we learned how to do all kinds of crazy stuff. And then as I got older, you know, funding cuts came and that was no longer a thing, and then it came back and then it went away, and now seeing like what we have going on from a preschool point of view, you know, we have some really cool dance programs that have come in and music programs that we had last year. It's really unfortunate we didn't get the same funding as last year to continue some of that extra stuff. But we do have Dance Cleveland, which I love. But the kids getting it from the preschool all the way up to 12th grade is huge. So I just really hope you guys take that into consideration when we think about where to make cuts. That is not one, because these ladies obviously, you know, are having a phenomenal time. And like Michael said, you know, all those words they talked about, community and caring and love and just the opportunity that it presented for them. So please don't make that one of them. All right, that's it. I'm just gonna sign my name now. If anybody else has something to say.
Thank you. The next board meeting, it will be January 12th at 2026 at 5 p.m. right here. It will be the organizational meeting for the new board. Immediately following will be the regular meeting. The Board of Education meeting for December 22nd has been canceled in observance of the winter break, but if it becomes necessary, we will schedule a special meeting. And
We're canceling the 17th then?
we haven't scheduled it yet. So there is none at this point.
Not a public notice.
Yeah, we did talk about the 17th.
To know on my fake calendar.
We're not sure yet.
Yep. But it was to approve the workbook for the Ohio Department of Education, and they encouraged us to delay that until the new year.
At this point, I would entertain a motion to go into executive session for A2. Do we need to go back?
This was an update on the update on cuts.
So moved.
Yeah, the $18 million.
Okay.
So there's,
Okay, so we do. Okay. Well, I have a motion and a second.
I so moved
Mrs.
it.
Washington,
Roll call.
Dr. Ballard,
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mrs. Nazario,
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
And when we return this time, we won't be doing anything except putting our coats on. Thank you.
Guys, have a good night.